Hey everybody, this is Victoria Weinstein. I write and blog as Peacebang on Facebook and peacebang.com, and I'm also the writer of Beauty Tips for Ministers.com. This is just a message to ministers, preachers on Saturday, September 30th, 2017. I'm sitting here, my hair, I haven't even brushed my hair today. You can see that I am very much at work and trying to prepare for tomorrow. So I just have this little insight about preaching and how we prepare to preach from an integrated and really authentic place, physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. And that is, I'm so angry right now. I'm so horrified and infuriated by the callousness of Trump in regards to the horrible, horrible suffering in Puerto Rico right now. That if I don't bring that, I mean, that's what I'm obsessed with right now. If I don't bring that into my sermon, then I'm going to be disconnected from my own self and my deepest concerns and moral and ethical concerns at the moment. And that won't ever work, no matter how flowery and beautiful something I've written might be. If it's not connected to really where I'm at right in the moment, then I know it's not going to have communicate itself. It's not. I love how we say we give a sermon instead of we give it. We give it. It's give a gift from our real selves. So I find finally, after 20 years of doing this, I'm figuring out I have to find the right tone, the most honest tone, before I even think about content. And the tone might change through the week, and it has changed drastically this week as I've gotten more and more horrified and panicky, really, about what's happening. It's never a good idea to just bring panic into the pulpit. That's not a grounded place from which to bring a spiritual message. But what I've had to do is go back to the sermon that I mostly wrote on Wednesday and Thursday. Well, at least I took a lot of notes and I knew where it was going. And delete a ton of content that I had already prepared so that I could weave in more of where I'm really at. And so what I'm saying is the tone. I like, this is my fidget spinner. It's a really low tech one, so that I could weave in more of just my sense of urgency. I'm preaching on tshuva, the Jewish practice at Yom Kippur of making amends, doing deep, deep work on accountability in relationships, and that's what I'm preaching on. But the intensity and the urgency that I feel today is different, a lot different from where I was at Wednesday and Thursday, and that's why when people say, "Hey, why can't you come out on a Saturday night, preachers?" Because a lot of us do this because we can't stand before our people and deliver that really developed message if it's not connected to right now. I don't understand ministers who can take an old sermon and repreach it anywhere, even if you're a guest preacher. To me, the whole practice of ministry means that you are connected in the day, in the moment, not you're not picking up something that you wrote 3 years ago and saying I'm reading it. I mean, what is that? I know back a long time ago we used to use the expression. Well, the records in a historic congregation that I served said that the minister read the funeral service, and I assume that's because maybe there was more of a form. I mean, we've never been a prayer book people. So there's not a set service, but maybe there was more of a formal liturgical format with less fresh and individualized content for each person. So I don't know, but I know that I don't read any service ever, nothing. Nor do I just read any element in the service. Everything everything contains it needs to have a connection. If I'm reading it, it does. I mean, I have a lot of lay participation in services, and they do their own work to connect with what they're saying, and I work on that with them sometimes. Anyway, just so that's just a minister's message. I'm going to start posting some little videos to YouTube, because what I hear from people is that there's not a lot of content on YouTube by ministers for other clergy or priests or other clergy to clergy. So consider this a maiden voyage, and let me know if you have any of your own thoughts on this subject.